Hello, everyone. Hello. Good, well, happy New Year's Eve, I guess. Yes. Hope you're doing okay. Great to, yeah, great to see you all. Hope you're doing all right. Yes, and can't believe it's nearly 2023. Can you believe it? I don't know. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to watch all these cartoons and films and stuff, and I was sure that we would be in flying cars by the year 2000, and we're nowhere near it. It's probably just as well, to be honest with you. And hi there, QP. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, great to see you, QP. Great to see you. Yes. Yeah, I had those. I think I told you in Discord actually, QP. I had those. Was it Aunt Bessie's roast potato crisps or what have you, which sounds like potato flavoured crisps, but they're actually not too bad. They're quite peppery. They weren't too bad at all, actually. Yeah, and the crisps themselves are actually very good. I can't remember the make. I don't know if it was something like Seabrook or something, some normal make anyway, but they're very good. Yes. Bit sad no one invited you to New Year's Eve gathering. Oh no, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, oh yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as well, QP this year. Yeah, I was, but I don't mind so much because I don't know. I don't really like New. I mean, New Year's. It's always cold. It's always very expensive. I don't mind going to people's houses and things or whatever, doing something myself. But I don't know. It's always one of those where I don't know. I feel like I feel like I should be doing something, and I don't know. Sometimes just prefer to just do whatever that comes naturally, rather, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so it's one of those. But yeah. But yes, it's nice because we're not forced to stay awake until midnight. Well, this is it. I think my sister was always saying that she's in bed by 9 o'clock or something on New Year's Eve. So yeah, so I mean, sometimes I do stay up, relatively late. Although I've been quite good recently. I've been trying to get my sleep back on track. What with having all these problems past a few months, where I just got completely out of kilter with my sleeping. I think for those who watched the channel for a while would have known. But yeah, so I'm a bit back on track now. So I'm trying to sort of be a bit more sensible, really. But yeah, we're glad to see you, Keep. Really good to see you in the chat. So yeah, I hope you're doing all right. It's yeah, what snacks have you got for? I got I got up early today, or relatively early. Went to the supermarket and got a few snacks in as well. So I've got like Doritos to put some cheese on, to grate some cheese and jalapenos on as well. Some like sauces. And I got one of the like a create your own pizza as well. So I've got a few things to keep me going actually. Which yeah, there we go. Yeah, and it's the Portuguese special today. Well, as the people probably know, Snack Surprise or Snack Verse not called. Send me a parcel every month. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, but they do send me something. I do pay for it. That's my own cash, and that's what I'll be reviewing today. Really, you would have seen the unboxing hopefully midweek, and that's what we're going to review. So some Portuguese goodies, basically. You made some cookies. Oh, what type of cookies, QP? What type? That sounds a good idea, actually. Well, I'll probably be finishing off the stuff I had from here this evening as well. So we'll see about yeah. Probably eating far too much, really. M&M cookies. That sounds pretty good. Oh, that sounds very nice, actually. Yes, just regular chocolate M&Ms or peanut M&Ms or crispy ones. Guess you got a big choice there, actually. Yes. So we've got a good few things. Got some interesting crisps as well, QP, as you would have seen midweek. Let's see, yeah, so, yeah, yeah, forgot the vegetable flavoured crisps. I've completely forgot what they were then. There we go, it's one of those. The chocolate, I almost, there was one, I mean, the reason I was put off a bit there, Keith, because I almost saw a character that wasn't there in your previous one. Thankfully, it was yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's least said about that better. You probably could work out what I was thinking there. But anyway, maybe I've got such a dirty mind. I don't know. But anyway, and hi there, Joe. Good one for you this week, Joe. A Portuguese special. Obviously, I know you're in Brazil, but do speak Portuguese, so you'll have translations live from you today, Joe. Yes, there we go. Oh dear, yes. So yeah, let's have a see. So I hope you're doing all right, Joe. And hope you're good to see you as well, QP, of course. Yes. Let's have a look. What have we got? What have we going to? Well, we'll start with, I think, because crisps and stuff can obviously have a lasting taste and things like that. We'll probably do those last, I think. And hi there, Scotty. You're in and you can make it this time. Good to see. Good to see. What are your plans for this evening? And what about you, Joe, as well? Me and QP are basically just our own company this evening. So there we go. It's one of those. Honestly, is that you, Rick? Gin and tonic. I say this isn't one of your random accounts. Hopefully it's you, Rick. Anyway, 2023, Karina. Well, happy New Year, Rick. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I guess it's just literally been New Year, hasn't it? I think. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Gin and tonic. I say that's an unusual one, there, Rick. There you go. Honestly, doing very well. Yes, doing well. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, good to hear. Glad you're doing good. What are your plans for the evening then, Joe? Anything nice planned? And what about you, Scotty, as well? Yes, I've got, let's see, these are Portuguese snacks, Joe, so they're probably not going to be massively, I don't know, not going to mean much to you, but probably get the translations perhaps. Although this one is called Classic, so I think it does have the English on one side as well. In fact, if not both sides. So there we go. So I'm not sure, what does the snack surprise thing say here? There we go. So perhaps, yes, I think that's probably, is that lemon, I think? Or I don't know. It's got a different, another unique flavour, Regina Ananas. Combination for you to try. This is pineapple flavour. Oh, there you go. So I guess ananas is pineapple. Chocolate bar from the most loved Portuguese chocolate brand. Okay, well, there we go. Yes. You have no plans for tonight? Ah, so yes. I know. I'll probably be watching World's Strongest Man. That's about it for me, yes. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it was Rick. It must have been Rick. Yeah, I guess he realised he was on a different. Yeah, no worries, Rick. We don't believe that you're anyone else coming in as different names. Don't worry about it. You're on your tablet. Details will be attached to it. Yeah, see. Sounds refreshing. Does sound a good one. Yeah, see, pineapple. I've been from the Dairy Milk Australia ones as well. You know. Yes, so it's one of those, isn't it? You know what I mean? So yeah, pineapple does seem to be a bit of a chocolate one as well in other in other countries. So not bad at all to have that as well. Quite glad actually. It's something a bit different. It does sound quite an interesting one. Yeah, sponsors are looking at a beautiful moon. Have a delicious supper. Sounds good to me, that, Jow. Sounds good to me. Yes. Yes, you, Rick. Ah, yes. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Rick. Yeah, I hope you're having a good one. Really. What's it like where you are? Is it quite busy? Guess people have been a bit careful after Halloween and things, but hopefully it's nice. What's the weather for Jow then? Yes, see, usually partly cloudy with a temperature of 31 degrees. I see. That's basically peak summer weather for us, Jow. Those blow from the northeast at 7 miles an hour. Humidity is 57%. Literally, that is what we would consider a heat wave in the UK. Yeah. Summer solstice has begun. Yeah, we just had the longest night, I think. Yeah, a few days ago. Yes, let's see the comparison. 3 degrees for Scotty in Glasgow. Yeah, east of is 8 miles an hour. 89% humidity. So that's the difference, Jow. Oh dear. 31 degrees. Certainly is a lot different. We're glad you can all make it. It's really nice to see everyone. Yeah, really nice to see everyone for New Year. Really good. I think just one of those, isn't it? A nice time of year, I think, generally, just to sort of relax and not have to worry about anything. QP on the other hand, well, she got 12 degrees, so not too bad. I think that's similar to Manchester, 12 degrees. Wind is blowing from, well, my computer says there's sleet soon, apparently. Heavy sleet soon. That's that sleet soon. 11 miles an hour wind from the south-southwest. 12 degrees though. 97% humidity. I don't know. I didn't really appreciate humidity until someone I know in South America. Well, I don't think it was you, Joe. Someone else I know in South America was talking about how humid it was there. It turned out that we have just ridiculous amounts of humidity in the UK, but I don't really notice it. I don't know what it is really. I just guess I'm either used to it or it's just not that different in the UK. I don't know. But there we go. Yeah, I don't know what the weather like is here. Let's see what the weather shenanigans says on my computer. 6 degrees. Got sleet coming soon. Yes. Things are going there. Yes. 1 AM in your room, yeah. Well, I hope, yeah, nothing special where you are. We'll get loads of fireworks here later on. Usually get quite a lot of fireworks. Yeah, but mind you, I guess like you're saying, Rick, it's Lunar New Year soon, isn't it? So that'll be the thing where it's not actually the New Year as far as Korea is concerned officially, anyway. Yeah, quite humid here. Yeah, quite humid. Yeah, strange humid. I don't know what it'd be like to not experience humidity. I guess is the gist of it. Yeah, stick a bit there. Have to bit of a knock a plate. Yeah, I'll have to. I don't know. Maybe the UK is not too bad. You'll notice high humidity. You'll also notice very low humidity. Yeah, I can. I think when I went to my loft once when it was really hot, you could feel the oppressive air in there. Yeah, I think that was low humidity. Yeah, interesting. All right, so let's have a look then. So let's have a see what we got. Here we go. It looks a bit orange on that camera there, but it's actually red. You can see. There we go. Don't think there's much point. Let's see. Can we see any information on here? Maybe a bit. I'm not eating anything today at all, so I'm really hungry. Actually, you might hear my stomach rumbling a lot. I'm just really normally I've quite do review. I didn't do any reviews today. I'm going to do them tomorrow instead, and Monday as well. Can't get it to focus in very well there, unfortunately. I think it says 24 grams. Why would it focus? This is the problem I have with this camera sometimes. It just won't focus. It might focus on my finger there if I do that. Or maybe not. Nope. No focusing. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Alright, it's not focusing. We'll have a look at it in a bit. Okay. Going on aircraft can feature low humidity. I don't know. Well, I didn't notice it. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember unless I just associate it with being on the plane. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, just staying in tonight. Yeah, Rick. Just not doing too much, to be honest with you. Yeah, basically just taking it easy. Yeah, sometimes I see friends for the day, but for the night. But just I don't know. I don't worry about New Year too much. I just sort of like to take it easy and just have a nice, yeah, relaxing time. It's on the walls. Can you see that much on the walls? Oh, goodness me, we don't get it that bad here. I don't think. Yeah, obviously if you have a shower or something, but yeah. Hello there, terriers. Oh yes, so you're a fan of dogs then, I take it, yeah. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you too. Hope you're doing alright. Let's give this one an open. This pineapple flavoured chocolate open. Looks interesting actually. Interesting shape. Look at that. I like that. Wow, I do like that shape. That's really unique, isn't it? Look at that. I'm not seeing obviously it's like a rhombus shape. I like the way it's got the sort of supports as well in between. That's really good. I'll just turn the other camera off a second. Don't think that's making any difference to the... Won't be making any difference to the focus, but there we go. That looks very nice, doesn't it? That I like that. We don't see many bars shaped like that at all in the UK, so it's pretty interesting. See if while it was focused in, will it actually show the stuff now? No, it's still not behaving. I don't know if it's the golden layer. There you can see it's just about 24 grams, 0.84 ounces. Yeah, I can't really see. It's just a bit too shiny, I think, is the gist of it. But there we go. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's give a bit of a measure. I've got the calipers working. I've replaced the battery, so that's good. So let's see. We'll measure the width of it. 2.5 centimeters. And height. At 1.1, 1.4, 1.14. In between the things, just about in between the segments, about 7 millimeters. And the width, I'll try and do it from flat side to flat side, but it's going to be it's going to be difficult to measure this one, isn't it? The width of it being the shape it is. Yeah, I don't know if I can really do it very well. Maybe I'll get out the old measuring stick. How about that? I think it might be a bit easier to do. Let's have a see. I'll do it from the longest point to the longest point, roughly. In fact, I'll just do it along one edge. 11.5 centimeters, basically. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, does look an interesting one. Looks decent. Yes, hardly like chocolate, which is a British, so it could be a winner. Yeah, see? You know much of it, I thought, or you mean really like? Yeah. See, interesting, yes. They are still mask crazy and so, but I don't feel like drinking gin with a mask hanging from my neck. Yes, not a big drinker anyway. Yeah, I don't drink too much. Yes, there you go. Keep with the BTS stuff. Yeah, yeah, lots of BTS stuff. Let me know if you're looking for something specific. Oh, there you go. See, yes, I mean, obviously, I'm showing my age. I'm a lot older than probably most of you guys, I think. So it's like it's sort of like K-pop really big then among just general people, because I mean. It's just a non-entity for people my age, basically. Maybe Scotty's age as well. Yes, they are. Yeah, basically they are Korean. Yeah, K-pop. Yeah, I think K-pop's really big. I think in people younger than ourselves, Scotty. I think that's the impression I'm getting. Oh, right. Okay. Let's give this a bit of a snap then, shall we? In fact, I'm sure it says pineapple flavour, but this doesn't look like pineapple at all, does it? I wonder if this is the same. Oh, you know what? I've done the wrong bar, haven't I? I've done the wrong bar. There we go. Honestly, bit of a, well, I wouldn't say it's a blooper. It's not that exciting, but there we go. This is the one we wanted. It's this one here. I just saw the this one is classic bar from the Regina brand. Dark chocolate cravings with a smooth, decadent chocolate, but it's definitely got almonds in or something. So do the pineapple one in a bit. I just remembered to tell you that I'm going to watch Man United next week. Oh yes, I remember you saying you were in Manchester. Yeah, not too bad. Are you a football fan then, QP? Yeah, see, honestly, interesting. And like same as you were older, I see. K-pop is not your genre. Well, I guess you would have heard of it, wouldn't you, Rick? I guess that's the thing, being where you are. Yes, in your early 30s. Yeah, I see. I thought that might have been. I remember you saying yes, you had a new partner. Well, it's not too bad then, QP. Well, I'm glad. I'm sure it'll be a nice evening out, although it might be a bit wet. In your 20s, I see, very young. Well, I'm not. Well, let's just say that the number that my age start with hasn't been given yet. So I'm giving my age a bit there, but there we go. I might look young for the moment, although my hair is definitely going. You can see a bit, can't you? You know, just about pulling it off still, but it's definitely going. 18? You don't think I'm 18, do you, QP? Surely not. I mean, you know, might look relatively youthful, but I'm not that youthful. Honestly. Oh. Honestly. Right. Okay, so let's give this one. Well, I think let's just give it a bit of a chop. Let's give it a bit of a chop. Let's see. I think it's just almonds, this one, isn't it? I think. All right, there we go. Quite sure that must be almond pieces. Let's have a look. Yes. Yeah, nearly 30. Oh, well, you know, enjoy while it lasts, keep. That's all I can say. Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Scarlett. Thank you very much. I think you're talking to me. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I had a good view of Manchester the other night from the plane. Can make out the Etihad Stadium. Yeah, the Etihad's Manchester City Stadium. Yeah, basically. Yes. I didn't know girls in their 20s bake cookies. Well, ones that love chocolate, yes, I think definitely would do, yeah. On special occasions. I mean, I tried to bake a bit. I did bake a bit more, but I just ate far too much. Far too much. All right, well, let's give this one a bit of a go. I'm just trying to see if Joe's still about. So it's just not focusing in very well with this one. You know, chocolate there, milk chocolate there with, I assume that's almonds. You there, Joe, still? Amendoas, is that almonds? I assume it is. Gluten-free. All right, let's give it a taste then, shall we? Let's give it a bit of a taste. I'll try one segment as a whole. Let's give it a go. That's very nice. I'll tell you what, it's a lovely milk chocolate, this. It tastes very, very distinct. Yes, almonds. Okay, thought it might be. I don't really taste them actually in this particular segment. Wow, this chocolate's lovely. I must say, this chocolate is really nice. This is really nice chocolate. I must say, it really stands out as being very nice chocolate. Wow, I'm quite. Once I'm blown away, but you can consider my socks blown off with this one. Yeah. Wow, that's very nice. That chocolate is lovely. I must say, I'm very surprised by that. I wasn't. I mean, I was just expecting just milk chocolate, but it tastes really nice. I can't describe what it's like really. It's not really sweeter. It's just. I think it's the milk that's used. Perhaps it tastes like it's the milk that's giving it a different taste, but it's really nice. Taste the almonds in this one a bit more. So I couldn't taste them in the other one, but wow. I'll tell you what, that milk chocolate is lovely. It's just, maybe it is a bit sweet, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have a slight sweetness to it, I don't know. I feel like it's the milk that's the difference, but I'm not sure about that, but it's really nice. I think, you know, the almonds are, have a bit of a crunch, and you can't taste them too much, but give you a bit of a crunch, to give you something. I think probably would have preferred if it was something else in there, but wow, I think that milk chocolate's really, really nice. Carl Fazer chocolate is really nice, and I definitely think this is, some of my favourite milk chocolates, and I don't know if I'd give it a 5 out of 5, but 4.5, 5. Very, very lovely. I think this one could potentially be a 5, but I'm gonna just because it could have other stuff in it, but I don't know. You know what? In fact, it's New Year's Eve. Why not? I'm going to say 5 out of 5 for this one. It's really nice. That chocolate is just so lovely. It looks great. I love the quirky design. I think that looks really nice. The almonds, perhaps, could be more of them, but I think that's good. They don't outstay the welcome. And they're quite nice. Give a bit of a crunch. But that chocolate is just so nice. I mean, it could be first chocolate syndrome. Don't forget, I haven't had much to eat today, so there is that chance. But I mean, it really does taste very nice. I mean, it's it's got a lovely taste to it. A really lovely taste. I can't really describe it. It just tastes like the milk is slightly different. With having tasted other milk chocolates and things where you can just tell the difference in milk. It tastes a bit like that, but I don't know. It's not really sweeter. It's just, I don't know. It just tastes just really nice. It's just a different. I can't really describe how it tastes actually. It may be slightly sweeter, but I don't know. Just really lovely milk chocolate. I wouldn't say it's like dairy milk. It's not velvety. It's just really tasty. Really got a lovely taste to it. Yeah, don't know. Very impressed. Very nice. Good start. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, so fingers crossed not peaked too soon, but that was very nice. I mean, even eating all the little crumbs. Wow. Lovely. Lovely. Been to Portugal once, but I don't remember seeing this bar. I used to go to Portugal a lot when I was younger, actually, quite a lot with my family. But I was too young to, I mean, you know, I can't remember basically. My dad used to always take me to a toy shop there, you know, which I really liked. But I was quite young, you know, so I don't know. I wouldn't remember anything like this. Yeah, 5 stars. Really, really, really nice, that one. It was just really nice. I mean, obviously it's milk chocolate, you know, it's got a bit of almonds in, but it's not got loads in it other than that. But it's gorgeous. Yeah. Good start to the new year, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Wow, I'm impressed as well because most of the chocolate bars we've got from Snack Surprise, they've been okay. Some of them have been all right, but not really any of them have blown my socks off really. But that one, yeah. Does it have less sugar? Well, Joe, I mean, it's quite difficult for me to read for a number of reasons. Quite small writing, and also it won't focus in. I don't know if you can see. It's quite difficult as well because of the way it's done. It's not done in a grid layout either, which doesn't help. I don't know if you can really see that. You know, I can't really make it out very well, I must say, Giles. I'm not sure. So I don't know if you can. If you can see anything. Unfortunately, my PC is a bit far away, so I can't quite do a print screen on it. So let me know if you can see what the sugar is there. Of course, it'll be in Portuguese as well. So, although I'm assuming it's quite similar to the Spanish, açúcar or whatever, but I don't know. Can you see anywhere, Joe? You can see some grams, but I don't know. Let's see if there's anything underneath here. Might be some other measurement under there. Well, there you go. Might be something a bit easier to see. I'm not sure. There you go. Right, well, hopefully that's given you enough to see, Joe. Fingers crossed. I mean, the problem is as well, because I can't, it's just quite small writing as well for me to see. I need reading glasses, I think, at my age now. Yeah. Yes, the Algarve to South Portugal. Yeah, the Algarve, that's where I used to go, yes. Yeah. I think Britain and Portugal, the UK, well, England probably more specifically, but in Portugal go back quite a long way as well, I think. So I've always been just one of those countries, yeah. I'd love to go on vacation, yes. I need to book flights to Portugal to get this bar. Oh, yes. Sure, lots of dads come down there too. Probably, not when I went, of course, but that was the reason I went. But yeah, I think probably nowadays. Not the best colour, yeah. It is a bit difficult, yeah. Just try one last time. Yeah, it's just not very, it's not a good colour for the camera. But yeah, hard to see, unfortunately, Joe. It doesn't help that it doesn't give you in the grid format either, you know what I mean? So, yeah. There you go. Maybe something sugary there. No, I can't see. There, 50 grams, is that? Azucar is 50 grams. I think that's sugar. That's presumably per 100 grams, so quite a lot then. Quite a lot. Maybe that's the explanation. I think that was it then, Joe. Did that? I assume that was it. I'll tell you what, we had a look at this one before. Let's try this one as well. The Regina one, but with pineapple this time. We can definitely see it's pineapple. Ananas. Pina, that's probably the Spanish. Is ananas? Ananas, is that the Portuguese? So very different there. Yes. Sorry, still, oh good, you've not died, QP, that's good. That wouldn't be the great start to the new year. Yeah. Oh. Glad you're still here, QP. Are you eating your cookies, is that what it is, or baking them? Okay, let's have a look at this one then. Let's have a see from the back. Just have a quick look. 20 gram bar, 7 ounces. Looks like it's got, it's struggling to focus in. Imperial, there you go, Imperial this time. Usually that, isn't it, to say words like that these days, but there we go. Don't normally boast about such things these days. But, although I know it's a brand or what have you. Look at it for the American continent only, it says there, which is interesting. Not sure. So again, it's quite difficult to see. A, it's not focusing in very well. And B, it's just difficult to see the layout. There you go. Milk chocolate with pineapple, basically. There's the ingredients. 100 grams, 144 calories. You see the sugars there, 51 grams. So it's almost half sugary. I don't know what milk chocolate bars generally are though, but it's basically 50% sugar, it seems. So yeah, yes, there we go. 50 grams, that's right. Yes, is that the one? Yes, I'm glad. Yeah, I thought I saw it. Yes, just because I knew it was similar to the Spanish in that case, but not always. But just tidying up. Okay, I see. Oh, right. Let's give this one open. A bit of flourishes on this one. You can see. Oop, if I don't throw it around, you can see. Goodness me, what's going on tonight? I don't know where. Oh dear. I've not been drinking, I promise. But there we go. Okay, let's give it a bit of an opening. Okay, so a lot smaller than the actual wrapper, as you can see. There, I mean, look at that, a lot smaller. That's what I mean by the flourishes. I mean, you can see that, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's like a quarter of the bar, probably. Okay, but that's nice. You can see it's quite plain looking. Compared to the other one, it's very plain. I think it's made by the same people, but you can see there, just it's aimed at older people, perhaps. It does look a bit like a Bourneville bar. It's like 80s car dashboard look. That's pretty good, though. As far as I'm concerned, I think that's quite nice. Let's give it a bit of a measure then, shall we? Let's measure the width and the height. That's straight at the sides. 3 centimetres basically in width. Height 7 millimetres. It has got lips on, as you can see. Take away a couple of millimetres there. Let's see the width as well. Look. About 11.5 centimetres there. Yes, doing the countdown tonight, Joe. Yes, is it quite similar in Portugal to Spain, Joe? I mean, I don't. Sorry, in Brazil to South America. Well, the Spanish-speaking South American countries, because I know they do that the grape thing, don't they? I don't know if they do that in Brazil. I don't know, or Portugal, I guess. I guess it would have what's the word? Transferred from Portugal, maybe. I don't know. Yes. Oh, hi there, Jen. Great to see you, Jen. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. Happy New Year to you. How are you doing? And what are you up to tonight, Jen? Anything nice? Hope you're going to have a good one. Yes, this one doesn't seem to have any actual pineapple in it or like cream or anything. So it's just pineapple flavoured chocolate. Does it actually say that's on the front? Milk chocolate with pineapple flavour. There we go. All right, let's give it a bit of a try then. I'm quite excited for this one, I must say. Don't like pineapples themselves because of the texture of them. I don't like that sort of sinewyiness to them. Obviously, this is just flavour, so let's give it a go. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. But don't forget the chocolate doesn't come across very well, at all really in this one as such because of the pineapple flavour. But not too bad. Just measure this bit in the middle. 3 millimetres there as opposed to the side, which is 7.5, about 7. It looks like it tastes like Thornton's. Yeah, it's a bit the chocolate in this case, it might be the same as your one, but it doesn't come across basically. I can't because the pineapple taste is quite strong. You can't really taste the chocolate as well in this one, so I don't know if it's just as good as the other one or not. It's not bad though. I think I think for me, I don't know, it's not bad. It's nice, it's interesting. I just don't think it stands out quite as much as the other one. I feel like it's yeah, Thornton's one does look. I know what you mean. It does look a bit like that. I don't know if I could say if it does taste like that or not, though. Really. A bit more subtle in that case. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, so Gin is Rick, by the way, Jen. He's on a different account. Using his iPad tonight, basically, yeah. If you know Rick from Canada, and I think you've seen Rick before, I'm sure you have. But, yeah, not bad this one. I feel like the pineapple flavour's nice. I feel like the chocolate is okay. It's okay. It's not wowed me, this one, as much. I quite like the pineapple flavour, but it'd be nice if it was sort of a rather than the flavour, it was more of a cream or something else flavoured in it, I think. I quite like it. It's just not blowing me away like the other one was. I don't know. So it does taste a bit of pineapple. It did originally in the first bit, but the second bit not quite so much. So I think it's okay. I think the bar's quite small as well. I don't think it lends itself very well to it either. You can see it's quite thin, normally as well. You know what I mean? So it's it is quite a thin chocolate bar generally. So interesting flavour though. I think the flavour is what gives it a bit more of a half a mark, half a star extra. So I think for me, this one, 3.5 out of 5. It's okay. It's got an interesting flavour, but I feel like it's just not really executed very well. I feel like it would be, I don't know. It's okay. It's all right. Yes, hi Rick. Yes. Rick's in Korea at the moment, South Korea, Jen. But he was from Canada originally. You're from the US, but are now in the UK. So interesting. Yeah. Sorry, I've already said this, but is there a huge pineapple taste? It's there, but it's not massively so, QP. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not massive. Basically, it's quite subtle, but it's strong enough to sort of not. It's one of those where basically it was just quite middling. Like the chocolate was there, but you couldn't really taste it too well. You can taste the pineapple, but it's not massively there, so it kind of stops the chocolate taste, or counterbalances that. But you don't really get massive pineapple taste as well. It's kind of like not really anything, if you know what I mean. It's sort of slightly got the pineapple taste, but it's not massively so. It's not enough to wow you. Although it was a bit more in the first bit I had, but in the second bit it was less so. And I think because the chocolate was quite thin as well, I didn't really lend it. Didn't really give you much either there to taste the chocolate either. I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't really executed very well. So the pineapple was there though. That's what made it a bit interesting. But I don't know. I felt like it was just a bit more mundane than you'd expect it to be. Yes. Also, are you going to bed earlier? I see. Fortunately, count apples only in big cities. I see. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people go to bed before midnight for New Year, I've noticed these days. Yeah, I think it definitely is a sign of being old, I think. I think when you get fed up of it when you're young, there you go. No iPad, Android 4. I see. Okay. Gin was your drink of choice. London Eye was always cheap, I see. I see, honestly. So pineapple sounds like it could have worked. I wonder if it could have been better if it was chunkier, more filling. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was, Jen, I think. Maybe not being a flavour as well, if it was kind of like a cream or something. I don't know. I feel like it just wasn't quite as good as I expected it to be. It should have worked though, like you say, an interesting flavour as well, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe the chocolate flavour counterbalanced it maybe, or it counterbalanced the chocolate flavour, both really. Yeah, a bit of a shame really. I felt like it needed to be thicker to start with anyway. I just feel like the proportions weren't quite right. I don't know. The first bar though was quite pineapple. The second one wasn't. I don't know. I feel a bit like, just a bit disappointing. Not as good as you'd think, but still nice. 3 out of 5 is the average for a chocolate bar. Definitely above average, I think, having that pineapple flavour, but just didn't deliver as much as I would have liked, really. A bit of a shame. So what have we got next? Well, we've got these, these massive, I don't even think there's much, well, maybe I will zoom down in a bit. We've got these massive, there's loads of these anyway. There we go. Beanos das Caldas, I think. I'm not sure. I'm sure Jow will tell me that's wrong. 50% sugar, added sugar. Okay, boasting on it there. Don't normally say it in such a way, do they? But it's 50% added sugar. There we go. May contain traces of nuts, peanuts, milk, soya, and sesame seeds. 400 grams, 413 calories. 11 of which are 11 grams of fat, 5.2 which are saturates. Sugar 60 grams here. So yeah. Well, there we go. Interesting. You're intrigued by these? Yeah, I'll see what these ones are like. They do look very interesting. I thought they were meringues of some kind, but I think they're not, are they? Where's the book? What does it say? Let's have a look. Where's the big description? There we go. I guess Jow can't really tell us how they're pronounced, but Beanos, I think they're pronounced. Beanos, maybe. These are typical but unique Portuguese sweets. A crispy biscuit coated in lemon and sugar. Oh yes, the lemon side of it. Yeah, that does sound quite interesting, doesn't it? Okay, yeah. Let's have a bit of a look then. Let's see. Give them a bit of an open in the old measure. There's obviously loads of them in here. I'm not going to count them or anything. Move that chocolate away. I'll just take a couple out. Ah, yeah, okay, they do. But they feel that sort of hard. I don't know, yeah, a bit meringue, I guess you'd say. But interesting all the same. I don't know if there's much point measuring them, but we will do. Okay, let's have a see. So obviously they are random, not quite perfect spheres and things. So about 2.9 centimeters there. And this one, about 3 centimeters. About 3 centimeters basically. You can see they look quite nice. Got like a sort of dusting of sugar. It doesn't really come off either. You can see it's not really coming off on my hands, so that's quite good. Not really focusing in again on the top. Yeah, it seems to just be, yeah. Not really a very lemony smell. It's a popular sweet. So is it popular in Brazil as well then, Joe? Is it something that's across the ocean? I miss lemon meringue pies, not sure of the spell. I guess meringue is meringue. Obviously more eggs, isn't it? But I guess it's eggs and sugar, isn't it? So, maybe they are quite meringue. Okay, let's see if I can chop one of these. I don't think I... There you go. It's quite hollow, actually. You can see there's big bubble in there. So quite sort of airy in the middle. So maybe they are quite meringue. Maybe. Maybe they are. I mean, does it say? You see eggs on the ingredients. Didn't remember seeing them before, so I don't know. Definitely there is there? Oh no, pasteurised eggs. There we go. It probably is meringues, isn't it? Basically, pasteurised eggs. Okay, I think it is. I think it is basically meringue. All right. I can imagine it tastes like marshmallow. Yes. Well, they're quite. I think they're probably more meringue one. These ones. Yeah, they look a bit. Look to be that way basically. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's give one a go. I'll just. Well, half. Well, yeah. I'll go for the full hog. Why not? Let's have a look. Oop, if I can. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's see. A bit softer than what I would have expected a meringue to taste like. It's a bit a bit weird actually. A weird one, this one. Doesn't really It's definitely not the same as what I would normally have tasted in the UK for a meringue. Anyway, it's kind of a bit softer. The meringues are quite soft anyway, but it almost tastes a bit more cakey. I think is what I'm getting at. Interesting. I feel like it's I don't know. I think I prefer the meringues I'm used to basically. I can't taste any lemon. You know, it might be there, but the J in Gino could be pronounced Jack. I see. So is it how did I pronounce it before? So Beijinhos, or Beijinhos, yeah. Is it a bit like is the N and the H a bit like the N in Spanish, Ciao? Beijinhos. Not sure. Interesting. I wonder if that does actually mean meringue. Yes. Could you break one in half? There you go, yes. There you go. You can see that there. It's a bit airy. A lot of cavities there. You can see there's lots of air involved. I think there is a bit of a slight lemon flavour there, but it's very, very subtle. I don't know, these ones, I'm not sure. I feel like, and I can't really taste much of the sugar either. I don't know. Bit of unusual on these ones. I feel like they're kind of one of those where, you know, being uncivilized, I probably would prefer them to be dipped in chocolate and stuff like that. I'm sure Portuguese people, maybe even Brazilian people, if Joe might tell me if they're sort of big in Brazil as well, they might complain at that. But I don't know. I'm not really getting much sugar. Maybe they're just sort of being from the UK, we're just used to things being too sweet. And I feel like it's very subtle lemon flavour as well. I feel like it is too subtle for me as well. So I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not. They're okay, but I feel like for me they definitely need to be, yes, covered in chocolate or covered in more sugar. I think something a bit more interesting because it doesn't really even taste like meringue as well. If I had like balls of meringue, I remember I just had some the other week actually. Some people made some meringue sort of little sweets. They were very, very sort of chewy. This one's a bit more cakey, as I say. It's rather than being like chewy like meringue, it's more cakey, so it's got more of a crumbly texture to it. And I don't think it. I don't know. I keep saying meringue. It might not even be really meringue, but it's similar. It's similar anyway. I don't know. For me, yeah, I think they just need to have more sugar or more something. I think, or just I don't know. They're probably a bit too healthy. So I think for me, unfortunately, about 2 out of 5. I think for those, they're probably a traditional Portuguese snack and things. Apologies, to anyone who was offended by that. But yeah, I don't know. I think for me, I need them to be a bit more indulgent. I think, but as I say, it doesn't mean horrible. They're not horrible or anything like that. They're just, I don't know, not quite there for me. Yes, Gino can be a Korean name, also like Jin Ho. I keep telling Koreans not to give Ho to their baby names, I say, honestly. It's one of those, isn't it? But there we go. Yeah, it's interesting, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's like you say. I guess, is that sort of like your play on words as well with gin and tonic? Blend it that way as well. I see the inside looks crumbly, yes. A bit more cakey, like I say, QP. An interesting one. Do you bake meringues and things, QP? Or something you bake? That's all. So we've got... I'm just going to go over these quite quickly. We've got these Maria biscuits. I think they're just rich tea, so I'm not really going to, spend too long on these ones, but we will give them a quick taste. See the per 100 grams value. I can't really, it's typically... I think these are just basically rich tea, Portuguese equivalent of rich tea. We will give them a go. 400 grams, 425 calories per 100 grams. 9 grams of fat, 4.3 which are saturates. Okay, 90.3 grams of sugar. Alright, there we go. Yes. They use packet mixes for cookies. See, okay. See, I think I've made my own cookies once. I've made my own brownies and cakes and things. I do. Made my own cheesecake as well before now, and baked Alaskan things. Just all from scratch. I've done all the whisk. I even hand whisked. I didn't use a machine or anything. So just wanted to do it, But the problem is I just eat too much of it. You basically have a whole cake to yourself almost, or you take it for friends or family and things. But it always tastes nice when it's just freshly made and stuff. So yeah. All right, let's give these a bit of a go then. Let's have a see. We'll give them the quick mouth. I'll tell you what though, actually, they do look very nice. Look at that. Maria, they look very good, don't they? I think they look nice and quite a nice shape, quite thick as well, actually. I feel like they've got a bit of a heft to them, but I do like the look of these. I think these would be quite good actually to make like in fact, even because they've got that sort of like rim as well on the edge, you can see that lip around the edge. They'd be great actually for like a sort of, I don't know, putting some kind of something in the middle like marshmallow or chocolate spread or something. It's something in the middle where you can put a top on as well. I think they'd be really good actually. Yeah, I think these actually are, I think they look really good. They look really nice, I must say. So, quite plain, I think. Going to just be like rich tea, but I think they do look very nice. What's the, there's the description there. Vieira Maria. One of the most traditional Portuguese biscuits. Whether eaten on its own or with a hot drink, you'll find comfort in this delicious snack. I think it's definitely one for dunking in a cup of tea, for sure. I think it definitely is. Obviously, I don't think the Portuguese would do that, but it's not British tea anyway, builder's tea with milk. But right, let's have a look. 6.3 centimetres in diameter. And height though, which is the thing with these ones. As I said, it's not massive, but it's enough. About 5 millimetres there. It's pretty thick, that. I like that. Very common here. I used to have lots of it. Is that the meringue type stuff, Jow? What do you think? What would you rate it, Jow, out of 5? Yeah. We use them to make pies, like layers. Okay, yes. I can say I think that would work, just them being with something else. I think on their own, I don't think they work very well. But I can imagine, I think that's where they should be. Oh no, the Maria ones. Oh, I see, like the things at the bottom, like a sort of base. Interesting. Oh, no worries, Joe. I thought like my sometimes my chat's a bit behind what I'm doing, or I missed some messages. So I think like I just assumed it was something from previously. Koreans always choose names with positive meanings. I'm not sure what Jin means. I think Ho means good. I see. Okay, yeah, it's just one of those translation things, isn't it? It's one of those. But to be honest with you, in the UK, that word isn't quite as bad. It's not. It's more of a North American thing, I think. Although it does. These days, people know of it and stuff like that. But yeah. Right, okay, yes, right. Let's have a see. Let's have a give it a taste then. Let's give it a go. See? See? Yeah. Basically a rich tea biscuit. Which is a brand in UK jar, by the way. Those biscuits, though, I find that they're, better than I used to think they were. But obviously, I think they're more for dipping in the UK. Definitely, I've got a coffee here, but it's a bit cold now. So give it a dunk all the same. It's not quite as sweet as a rich tea biscuit in the UK, I must say. But it's definitely that sort of thing. I think for me, the digestive biscuits are 2 out of 5. That's my sort of baseline for biscuits. I think this one, it's not as good as a digestive. Rich teas just aren't really as interesting as digestives, but they have the place. The more, just as in this case, they're used for baking and things. UK rich teas are kind of for dunking in tea. I think this one, it's pretty much, it's one of those biscuits. It's very plain. It's very normal. It's basically the baseline for biscuit, as I say, is a digestive, which is 2 out of 5. It's not as good as that, but I don't think it's worse enough to give it a 1.5 out of 5, because then that implies that it's just not very nice. Not very good really. But this one, so it's a 2 out of 5. It's that's called a biscuit. It would never be anything more. I think that's basically what I'd expect it to be. There we go. Yes. Rich tea is actually your favourite biscuit, followed by digestives. Goodness me. Well, there we go. I think. Wow. I see. That's pretty. Well. I see. I mean, they are not bad. I mean, I just because obviously for me though, they're improved. Both of them with chocolate on top. You see, Jen. That, in my opinion, anyway. So that's why they're sort of my. The reason I put them as 2 out of 5 rather than 3. They used to be 3 out of 5, but the problem is. There's not many biscuits, in my opinion, I think, that are worse than them. So I was just cutting off the ability to use more ratings. So I set the baseline for those to be 2 out of 5 rather than 3. Just because I would never, there was really almost no biscuits that unless they were horrible, that I would rate below. Because they're just, for me, they're the sort of standard biscuit for me. So, so it sounds a bit worse actually than I mean it to sound. But but it's really nice you like them though, Jen. They're very healthy as well compared to the others. Good for dunking as well. Been away from the US song, I actually can't remember. Maybe Little Debbie snacks. So is that a question from Rick? Any snacks you missed from the US, Jen? Little Debbie snacks. I don't know what those are then. Those are interesting. What are those then, Jen? What's someone's favourite biscuits are done? Well, without hesitation, Hobnobs. Hobnobs QP. Hobnob, I think they're probably my favourite biscuits ever, really. Hobnobs. Chocolate Hobnobs for sure. But Hobnobs, you can't go wrong with Hobnob. Jen, you should try Hobnobs. I don't know if I think it'd be okay for you. I'm not sure. I know you've got some. I don't think they've got anything too crazy in them. Although maybe they have. I don't know. Maybe you can't. Well, if you have digestives, I'm sure you can have Hobnobs. But I would always check the packet. But yeah, Hobnobs. Yeah, for sure. What's everyone else? Double stuff Oreos. Yeah, they are. I do like Oreos. I must say they are nice. Although I don't like the novelty's gone a bit now. There used to be a sort of like a special biscuit in I think Family Circle selection when I was younger. But they weren't Oreos themselves. They were another biscuit that was basically an Oreo with a cocoa cream filling, and always nice. You like Nice biscuits, do you? Nice biscuits, yeah. I see. Yeah, the ones with the sugary dusty on top. That's unusual as well. I didn't. But they have got a little bit of, as I say, for dunking though. I see what you're saying. And you don't go soggy too much either as well. So is our morning coffee still a thing? It's the most bland biscuits ever, I think, morning coffees. When your gran always used to have, Little Debbie is a brand. They have a lot of different flavours. My favourite was probably a chocolate-covered wafers with peanut butter filling. Oh, wow, that does sound quite indulgent. Peanut butter wasn't really a thing in the UK quite some time. And even then it was quite, it took a while for it to become in things in chocolate bars and stuff like that. It was just a spread, I think, when I was younger. And then quite, nothing groundbreaking. It's only recently that it's become more of a thing. Little Debbie's are good. I've talked into them. I've never heard of them before. I've really tried to like American sweet snacks, but they don't agree with your palate. I've tried Twinkies, but I had to throw it away. Yeah, I know what you mean. Cupid. They can be quite just a different taste, really. They are just a different taste, I think. It's unusual, though. Some of them I do like, but some of them, like you say, just don't quite agree with me, I think. I think US chocolate is a divisive one, for sure. Well, Chow's back. It's hot to see outside, even hotter inside. Goodness me, yeah. Do you have any air conditioning, anything like that, Jow? Goodness me, yes. I think American sweets can be overly sweet compared to British ones. A bit too much. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Jen? Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, really. But yes, I think it's one of those, isn't it? But I think, although they do say British sweets can be quite sweet, if I can say it. But yeah, I know what you mean. I think they can be just a bit over the top as well. I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah, interesting. Hostess cupcakes and Twinkies are awesome. As they, I think I've seen Hostess before. Did you get me something with Hostess once, Rick, or something? Peanut butter. Yes, thinking about preparing a smoothie with overripe bananas. I see. Jam and peanut. Are you going to dip peanut butter in them? Is that the gist of it? Oh, Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy. Is that? I don't know if I've ever had those biscuits. Yeah. And I've seen them on Milka bars, but I've never had the actual biscuits. Yeah, I have to try those. Yeah. They're like cookies, aren't they? I think. Well, I got another one now, so I'll see. This is just basically nougat or nuggets, how you want to pronounce it. I don't think there's too much going on. We'll give it a try. Give it a go. Can't even see. Definitely really going to struggle to see the writing on that one, I think. There you go. I think that's 499 calories per 100 grams, I think. 25.9 grams of fat. Yeah, quite difficult to read all this. And that's one thing I would say for some of the non-UK snacks we've had from, non-major brands. They have like not great wrappers like this, You just can't really read them very well. For what it's worth. Okay, I think 2.9 of which I can't see how much saturated fat. I think it's 8.5 grams of which is saturated, I think. I could be wrong there. Alright, so what's the description on this one? I think it's just straightforward nougat, what have you. Don't think there's anything too dramatic going on with it. We'll give it a go. If I can see the... Can't even see the... Oh, there it is. Got a different wrapper there, an actual good wrapper. I think they come in like a bigger pack, basically, and they've took them out. This delicious chewy and sweet nougat is another traditional favourite throughout Portugal. Okay. Do you know which cakes I like? The ones from Asda with the hard icing. I don't know if, which ones are those then, QB? The ones from Asda with hard icing. I'm trying to think. Where'd you get those from then, QP? They're from like the counter type cakes. I have to admit, I can't used to British cakes. I find them quite dry. Maybe they're meant to be had with tea or coffee. Well, I think most things, yeah, definitely. Coffee in a cake, tea in a cake is definitely a thing in the UK. Yeah, they probably are quite dry though, yeah. Have you ever tried carrot cake, Jen? What do you think of that? Cupcakes are awesome. Still ones with hard icing and bakery ones with a ton of icing on top. Yeah, I hate dry ones. Ones with jam and buttercream side. Yeah, they definitely have to have... When I bake my own cakes, I just put like double the amount of buttercream in the centre for sure. Birthday cakes in Asda. Oh yes, they have very hard icing. Okay, yes. I don't know if I've ever had those. I want to try them. I need to try those. But yeah, definitely in agreement with Rick there. See? Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I haven't tried any of those special cakes. And I thought you might like this, yeah, because it'll be quite moist. Carrot cake is good. I think most wedding cakes are quite moist compared to the ones out here. Yeah, I think there's a problem in the UK. I've noticed sponges tend to be quite dry. Yeah, I do prefer a bit of a more of a moist sponge. But then I've always kind of rectified it by having more buttercream, which might be the wrong way to do it. Yeah. American cream cakes look good. I think that's probably the one thing the US does get right, I think. Yeah, indulgent cakes. Alright, so let's have a look. It smells very nutty, this one, has to be said. Let's have a look. There we go. See, that's broken off a bit there. It looks quite interesting. I quite like the look of it, though. More got like a shape to it, hasn't it, this design. It's quite moist as well, actually. Quite squidgy. Well, not squidgy, but squidgy enough. Feels a bit more interesting than like the nougat I've had from Italy and places like that, which I think was a bit, I don't know, 2.25 centimetres in width. Height on the highest part. Well, it's gone to the lowest part now. It's about 2 centimetres, but gone to the lower bit now, I think. Yeah, about 1 centimetre. So it can depend where you get it, really. Okay. Did I do the width? I don't think I did. Do it again, just gets 3.2. This was pretty interesting as well. It smells very peanutty, though. I think Joe would be a fan for sure. It does smell very peanutty. You can see various nuts in it. Nougat tends to have lots of other nuts, but it seems to just be peanuts, basically. Peanuts and caramel. So that's probably why it seems a bit soft. Okay, let's give it a bit of a go. It's very hard. not bad. It's basically quite plain peanuts, really, stuck together with a caramel of some kind, but you can't really taste that caramel. It's not like you can feel it or taste it, you know, with a bit of sweetness. There's probably a bit of sweetness to the peanuts, but not much. It's very much almost like having relatively plain peanuts. So, with a slight sweetness there. I must say there is a slight sweetness, but there's not enough caramel for me, unfortunately. But then again, you know, maybe that's just me. Maybe people will prefer just the regular peanuts. But I'm not a big fan of just plain peanuts on their own, just quite bland peanuts. I need to have some kind of flavour. I guess you say it has a slight sweetness to it, but not enough for me. It's one of those, if you like just plain peanuts, they have a very small hint of a sweetness to them. But I think for me, I'm not a massive fan of that. So I think that's the gist of it, really. It's just basically peanuts with a slight sweet taste. A bit more crunchy though. It's as if they've been caramelised slightly, so they are quite crunchy compared to peanuts. But it's basically a 2 out of 5. You know what you're getting with that. It's quite straightforward, but it's just not really my thing. I think, well, definitely one for Joe, I think. But there we go. Ice cream cakes are heaven. I've never had an ice cream cake. It's still one thing I've never had other than a baked Alaska. I don't really think that's a cake, really. Yeah. I need to try them. I really would. Ice cream cake. I think I bought a friend who lives abroad one once. It was a massive ice cream cake, but I've never had one myself. I really need to have one. Wish I had more of them. Yeah, I certainly do as well. Yeah. Oh, I love birthday flavoured cupcakes with the sprinkles. Yes, what do we call fairy cake? I know it probably doesn't translate, I think, to the US really or Canada, but fairy cakes what we used to call them in the UK. I think they tend to call them cupcakes a bit more now. But fairy cakes is what we generally used to call them, but we don't tend to as much nowadays. Birthday Oreos are good. I don't know if I reviewed them, birthday Oreos. I think I need to. Birthday cake, anything tends to be a win. That concept is definitely a US thing, isn't it? Birthday cake. I've never really heard of it much before, you know, a few years ago. I don't know how many years, maybe 5 to 10 years ago. Reese's Pieces are underrated. Basically peanut butter M&Ms. Yeah, they're quite nice, those. I just don't like it when you have them in... Well, not too... Well, don't say don't like. I'm not overly impressed by when you have them in the Reese's peanut butter. Well, having said that, it does give you that little crunch, doesn't it? It's just the fact that it's just filled with peanut. You know, it'd be nice if peanut butter. It'd be nice if it was filled with something else and then inside the peanut butter cup. Yeah, you can sort of, I think, yeah, Rick. You can get them. I've had them before anyway. I think you can get them. Maybe they're imported though, but you can get them. Never heard of it. Yes, what? Which one? Which one, Joe? Which one? Yes. Pancakes won't fly in North America, pun intended to see. Yeah, I know it's sort of like got a different meaning, hasn't it, basically. Well, we have like a brand of washing up liquid called Fairy as well in the UK. It just doesn't really have any sort of negative connotation or whatever. Ice cream cake, see, yes. Yeah, no, I'd never really heard of it until recently either. Yeah. Definitely a thing, but obviously it can melt. Right, so I guess I think we've done all the... Well, we've got these sweets as well. I had these sort of like caramel sweets, didn't we, before? I don't think I'll lower myself down for these ones. I don't think there's much point. 403 calories, 7.2 grams of fat, 3.7 of which are saturated. So this is the yeah, sort of like sweet sabo. Is that flavour? So fruit flavoured caramel sweets, I think that is. Well, there it says there, sorted flavour fruit caramels. There we go. There we go. Got the ingredients there in the English as well. Vegetable oil, palm. Looks like it's got beef in there. Beef gelatin. So not super vegetarians, these. Oh, by the way, those sweets that came separate in the box in midweek, they were chewing gum in the end, actually, or bubble gum, so it wasn't quite as exciting, yeah, so unfortunately they were just, yeah, those separate ones. Did have them, though. Don't think I have anything like that here, see. Yeah, interesting, yeah, it's definitely not a massive thing in the UK, but it has been heard of now. They're incredible. You're missing heaven for sure if you get the right ones. No, I need to try, these. Baskin Robbins have the best cakes. I think Rick might have mentioned them before. I've heard that name before. No idea. Oh, I wish there were Baskin Robbins here. Oh. Well, you never know. Jen might make it over at some point. You never know. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that name. Because I need to. I think Rick has mentioned them before. I think it was Rick anyway. All right, let's open these. We'll see what it says actually about them first. Pena fruta. Fruit flavoured sweets in a range of delicious flavours with an incredible sweet filling, perfect for the whole family. Yeah, would you say, Rick, then, that the N and H is like the Nye sound in Spanish? Pena. I'm not sure. Maybe not, I don't know. Baskin is an ice cream place. I'm sure someone's mentioned it before, I'm sure now. They've got 31 flavours before, wow. That sounds pretty good indeed. Oh. I need to, if I ever go to the US, then that's somewhere I need to see for sure. Right, let's give these a bit of an open then. Let's have a look. We'll take these out. We'll see what the distribution's like, why not? It's weird how they got called caramels on, but I guess they are caramel really when you think about it. I never really associated like chewy sweets as caramels, but I guess they probably are if you think about it. Let's see what we've got then. What the distribution is. 5 lemon. Some pineapple ones here. It's 3 pineapple. We've got even more lemon, actually 6 lemon. Okay, some strawberry. 4 strawberry. That's even more lemon. Look how many lemons we've got. I don't know if you can even see these on the camera. A ridiculous amount of lemons. If life gives you lemons, make sweets, I guess. Honestly, right, there we go. So we've got 9 lemon ones. You can see all those lemons here. 9 lemons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not anything else. It's 9 lemons. 3 pineapples. So that's obviously a third. 2 oranges. In fact, no, 1 orange and a peach. So that's pretty poor. That's really poor. So 1 orange and 1 peach there. You can see peach. And obviously orange. That's really poor, isn't it? And then 4 strawberries. And then 3 blueberries. So that's really poor distribution, isn't it? I mean, got 9 lemons, 1 peach, 1 pineapple. I mean, 1 peach, 1 pineapple in a bag this size as well. I mean, this is a sort of, you know, a share size bag if ever you saw one, isn't it? You know what I mean? I have to disagree, Jen. Oh, Baskin Robbins ice cream cakes are 100% ice cream. It makes sense. However, I like ones where it's called ice cream cake and ice cream fusion. Okay, right. This would be the same sound. Okay, yeah, I thought so because they have it in Italian as well, don't they? Where it's like G and N, I think it is. Yeah, so I just thought, I wonder if they have it in Portuguese as well. You know, where they just don't have the same character. So that's why I thought it really. Yeah, Baskin Robbins 31, the biggest ice cream chain in the world. It shows why they aren't in the UK. It's a shame as well. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's not like we don't like ice cream in the UK. All right, let's give these a bit of a taste then. I think I'll measure one of them. I won't measure them all because they're all going to be the same size, aren't they? But yeah, you can see they are like a Frutella style sweet. Measure one. I've got that same design as well. 2.25 centimeters in width. Height 9.4. Yeah, you have a width 1.9. Yeah, okay. All right, well, yeah, let's give them a go then. Let's see. So this is the lemon one. We've got millions of these lemon ones. Let's give it a go. They're quite chewy. I'll be here for a while with these ones. Not bad. Quite a subtle lemon flavour though. You love them sweets, I see. By the way you said that, I love them sweets. I know they're quite typical on these ones, aren't they? I just feel like it's such a shame that we've got. But hang on, I think I've got 2 pineapples here. Maybe did I say? Oh no, I did say 2 pineapples, didn't I? They are very Moorish, these sweets, aren't they? They really are. Very chewy. They are very chewy. Yes, that's why they're called Campbell, I think. The lemon one's not too bad. It's quite subtle, but not a bad flavour. Not a bad flavour. I wouldn't say it's very lemony though, but it's nice. But you could definitely expect more lemon from that. Let's try the pineapple one. We do have a direct comparison with the chocolate as well from before. Yeah, nice chew to it, but again, I would say it's quite lacking on flavour, these ones. I don't know where. Mm, mm. You do get your money's worth with the chew, though, for sure. I feel like I'm not getting much of a pineapple flavour. I think the lemon had more of a flavour than that one. I don't know, quite subtle flavours, I think. Maybe too subtle, I think you might say. Let's try the strawberry one next. We can only try the orange and peach one once, because I only got one of them, which is, I say that's automatically going to mark it down a good, at least 1 star, I think, because that's terrible, really, for a bag this size. Okay, let's give this one a go. Strawberry one. I'm quite chewy, these as well. Again, maybe it's a UK thing, but I think the chewy sweets I've had in the UK, and these ones in other places as well, I'm sure they've had a bit more of a flavour to them. This is quite a subtle flavour, really. Definitely different, but I don't know. I feel like I think they're very subtle. And the strawberry one, I can't really, if you ask me what flavour that was, I won't be able to tell you. The pineapple one, I wouldn't be able to tell you either. The lemon one, it has got a flavour to. These ones just don't feel like they've got really a flavour to them. Let's try the blueberry one then. Let's have a see. I mean, blueberry one's an odd flavour anyway. You normally expect it to be blackcurrant or something, but let's give it a go. Again, very subtle. You definitely say there's a fruit flavour to them, I think, but I think you'd I don't know, really struggled to say what these are. The lemon one was the most distinct, and I still think that was quite a sort of subtle flavour, but it was definitely the least subtle of them all. But must say, really struggling to detect the flavours. Let's try this orange one then. This should be quite a distinct flavour, but again, the lemon one should have been. The orange one's a bit more so. I think I would say it was orange if you had to ask me, but obviously it's easy to say. I know what it is. Yeah, I think that might come across slightly more. Well, I think so. I think it does come across quite orangey actually. This one. It's probably the it's not. They're not very tangy. They're not like Skittles or anything like that. They've got sort of very sort of like that sort of catchy and fruity, overly sweetness to them. So they are quite subtle generally. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting much from the flavour of these actually. Some of these sweet stuff, very similar wrappers have tasted a bit more distinct than these. Let's just try the last one, the peach one. Again, very subtle. I certainly couldn't tell you what flavour this was. I don't think. It's got a slight difference. It's got a slight difference in taste, but not much. I mean, the strawberry one, the blueberry one, and the peach one, and the pineapple one, very similar. Maybe this one's got a slight peachiness to it now after quite some time, but yeah. Don't you have a kind of artificial taste? Well, maybe that's it, Jam. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they've just not really got any artificial flavourings in them. I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know. Does it say? Without gluten, gluten-free, made in Portugal, presumably. I don't think you see any without artificial flavours or anything like that. I can't see anything obvious from what I've seen so far. Don't taste very artificial. No, it really doesn't. It tastes very subtle. Net weight, made in Portugal. Yeah, I can't see anything obvious saying it's not with. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, looks like it's got fruit flavourings, doesn't it? It says there. There's not enough ingredients to to I think really to have the actual flavours in them, natural flavours. Yeah, so I feel like for me they just tasted. They probably are artificial flavours, but they didn't taste. They didn't really. I don't know. They didn't really taste distinct at all. Really, those ones. I think the fact that the distribution is so poor as well, and the fact they're not very distinct, give you a good chew, that's for sure. But the flavours was very disappointing. Yeah, I can't rate these. I mean, the distribution. I mean, the lack of, only having one orange and one peach flavour, and then 2 pineapple flavour when you got 9 lemon, then 4 of the other 2 as well. It's just unforgivable. That really, it really is. And I think they're not very distinct at all. I think, I think you're talking. They're quite average, and they just, I don't know. I'm not very impressed with these. I think, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think it's a 1.5 out of 5 basically. The distribution's pretty poor. They don't taste really like the flavours. I don't know. I've tasted far better than that. Yeah, so very disappointing. Those actually very disappointing. Not horrible or anything. I mean, the horrible ones are the ones out of 5 where they just don't taste nice. The 1.5 out of 5 is where they're just a poor product. They're not terrible, as I say. They do taste. They have a good chew and things, but there's definitely far nicer ones out there, and the distribution was unforgivable, really. All right, so we've only got a couple more. The crisp ones now. I think we'll do the interesting vegetable crisps last. Let's try these super. Is it Doradas? Yes, patatas fritas. Okay. Yes, chorizo flavoured crisps, I think is the gist of it. I would associate chorizo with Spain actually, so maybe it's a Portugal thing as well. That makes sense. Unfortunately, I can't easily see the description there. Maybe it's open it like that. There you go. There's okay, wavy chips chorizo flavour. It says there. Potatoes is 1.7%. Okay. High sunflower oil 33%. Chorizo flavour 5.3%. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. It's a 40-gram bag. Got the calories per 100 grams there, presumably. Difficult to see still. I think it's 521 calories, I think. 31 grams of fat, 3 of which are saturates, I think that is. Could be 3.9. I think it's 3. Alright, look quite interesting, these ones. Look quite interesting. If you can translate that to Jow, yes. Yeah, probably a bit too much there. Don't worry about it, Jow. It's a bit too much there. Oh dear. Okay, this says Babid. Is that drink or something? Preferred drink or something like that? I don't know what that's about. Since todo o sabor evento. I'm not sure. Something about flavour. All the flavour of the moment, maybe. I'm not sure. It seems since is that without. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not sure. I can't translate that very well from my knowledge of Spanish, but there we go. Since 1990, though. Okay. Oh, interesting. Let's give these a bit of a taste. I don't think I need to move down for crisps. Quite see that there. They would pop very nicely if you slam them quite hard. You can see the hardly. Look at that. It's so empty though. Smells quite nice. Very smoky. You can see it's just a half full bag. Really. Okay, drink with your favourite drink. Okay, right. Yes. I knew there was something to do with drink, but I couldn't work. I didn't know enough words to make sense of it. I guess preferida, yeah, that'd be your preferred or favourite, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Drink with your favourite drink. Interesting. If anyone knows there, we like an alcohol sort of reference. Some of those in the UK have sort of said you should drink with a beer or something. Babida drink, yes. Isn't that the same as Spanish? That's why I knew it was something to do with drink, but that was the that was the only one I could, preferred I could work out, but I don't think I noticed that at the time. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. All right, let's give these a taste. They're quite small crisp, but you can see they're quite crinkle cut. Let's have a see. Very smoky smell. Okay, yes. Farida, okay. Your favourite. So is favourite then not basically very similar then? Because I know in Spanish, favourite is basically favorita, isn't it? Was that really not the same in Portuguese then? That's interesting. Because I think you have prefieres, what do you prefer and things like that. But interesting, right? Yeah, I didn't realise that. Interesting. I noticed there was some big differences in the language as well before, Joe. I can't remember which word it was now, and I was reading it. Some words were just completely different. Yeah, interesting that than the Spanish that I know. I know it's obviously Portuguese, you know. Yeah, interesting one, these ones. Ah, okay, favorito as well. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay. Yes, I guess in English you can say what's your preferred drink. You know, what's your preferred drink? But it's kind of it's a sort of, I wouldn't say a posh way of saying it, but it's not. It's like a roundabout. It's like it's a way you wouldn't normally say. It's like a way to make it sound a bit more, posh, I guess. But you can say what's your preferred drink, what's your preferred food. But it's the way you say it is more, if you're trying to be a bit more, I wouldn't say posh, but I don't know. It's hard to say, hard to describe. It's just situational, basically. Just, yeah. You can say it sometimes. Other things, well, I can't think now. Yes. Like, would you like to, have a game of tennis? You could say, would you like to partake in a game of tennis? And it's kind of like saying the same thing, but it's more of a sort of, yeah, it's like, it's not, it's just more, it's like a posh way of saying it almost. But yes, lots of nuances. Yes, this is it. Interesting. Yeah, so these ones they're quite nice crisps actually. Quite standard though, I'd say. They have a smoky flavour to them. Crinkle's quite nice. It tastes a bit not massively so, but they definitely taste a bit. They don't taste very dry. They taste quite, I won't say oily, but they don't taste dry. They're sort of typical meaty-ish flavour. I mean, it tastes massive like chorizo that I know of anyway. Maybe Portuguese chorizo is a bit different than the Spanish one I've tasted perhaps. But it tastes okay. It's alright. It's quite a standard affair. It tastes, like a sort of relatively typical meaty crisp, really, I think. It's not unpleasant though, but I think it's quite a standard one for me. So, I like the Cridge cut crisps. I think the crinkle cut, I think they taste quite nice. They're quite sort of solid taste, but I think they're a bit, let's say, not as dry as I would have liked, I think. To feel a bit greasy. Not massively so, but a little bit. So I think for me, it's a solid 3 out of 5, those ones. I think they've come across probably as you'd expect, but nothing more so, I wouldn't have said. Right, the one we've all been waiting for. Just what these crisps are about then. Yes, these Lay's look like salt and vinegar crisps, but then when you look at it, it's not. It's got tomato and an onion on it. And I think they're just basically vegetable flavour. Does that sound about right then, Joe? That's what it says in the booklet. Says here, these delicious potato crisps are flavoured with fresh vegetables and are light, crispy and slightly sweet. So I don't know if Campanesas, Campagnola, don't know if that's sort of types of, I don't know if that means, I can't say mushrooms, but yeah, I don't know. If it's just literally vegetable flavoured crisps, but obviously there's tomatoes and onions there. 100% ingredients de calidad. Okay. Interesting. What does it say on the back? Got the let's see, got the per 100 grams there. 501 calories, 27.9 grams of fat, 3.5 which are saturates. And the bag itself is a weight of 44 grams. PepsiCo. Interesting. Is that literally the drink makers? Well, there you go. Potato crisps with vegetables and spices flavour. With sugar and sweetener. Yes. I know, where's QP? I know, honestly. Yeah, I know she was, well, this is one she was wanting to see as well. So, yeah, honestly. Oh, dear. Well, eating the cookies, I think, is the gist of it. Descubre el sabor. Something with flavour. Explosive with flavour, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't know. It says esplosione di flavour. I think that's the with di gusto. I think that's the Portuguese. So I think it's explosion of flavour. I think, or explode the flavour. I'm not sure. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look then. Let's see. That's something. Interesting smell. So you're half full again though. I mean, look at that. pretty poor, that, isn't it? I think you could argue, as I say, that you don't want them to explode or whatever, but the other one was packed full of air or whatever it was, and then that would have popped to the slightest bit of pressure. So yeah. All right, well, all like typical sort of regular crisp. That one had a lot of air in it, and it's exploded a bit, but it's a bit not the greatest shape. They are quite smashed and things. Yes. Now, I see, well, Campanissa literally means peasant. I see, that's interesting. Maybe it's rustic or something like that. Maybe that's the maybe that's the actual translation, or the literal one, maybe. Back. You're just eating your tea. What are you having for tea then, QP? Yes, so that's another thing, Joe. In sort of the more non-Londony UK, we say tea for dinner, basically. Yes, there you go. So not the drink tea, even though it's the same spelling. So QP's a bit further south than me, but obviously still in the tea usage range. So you go, QP, got the Lay's crisps. Yes. Sausage mash with peas and onion gravy. That sounds very nice. I think I've not had that for I think my mum used to make that. I've not had that for a long time, QP. Did you make that yourself, QP? That's very impressive. Yeah, tea for dinner, yes. So basically, in the north of England, or the more north than London generally, you say breakfast, perhaps dinner for lunch, basically, and then tea for what other people call dinner. Yeah, don't always use lunch, but yeah, there we go. No, just the peas, I see. That's not too bad, though. Yes. I didn't know that. There you go, you see. Yes, it could be very confusing, that one, Joe. It could be very confusing, yeah. Have you tried the crisp yet? Not yet then, QP. I was giving you a couple of seconds to turn up, but you did do so. Yes, there we go. Let's see what they're like. So, various vegetable flavours, basically. There's actually a translation on the back. I didn't realise at the midweek. Potato crisp with vegetables and spices. Flavour with sugar and sweetener. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, supper for dinner is what he used to say. You can say sometimes in UK as well, like a chippy supper, or a pie supper or something. It is something as well. Yeah, can be used as well. It's more nuanced, that one, I think, in the UK. All right, let's have a see then, QP. This crispy is actually full. The rest of them are a bit broken. Let's give it a go. Let's see. No, very interesting. You definitely taste the definitely got a sweet taste to it. It's an interesting flavour, actually. I mean, I guess it's generic vegetable flavour. I guess you can see that. I mean, I would struggle to say what it was. It's quite sweet, though. It's quite a sweet flavour. It's like sweet, like carrots or parsnips, if you know what I mean. But maybe it's sort of with the added sugar. Maybe now, no, that's been put there. It's quite an interesting crisp, actually. It's a bit like a sort of ready salted crisp, as far as it's quite, not got a massively distinct flavour, but more interesting than that. So it's kind of like a sort of, general crisp, but actually a bit more interesting, because of the quite sweetness to it. It's not sweet like sugar, as I say, but I actually quite like this. It's nice. Yeah, breakfast, dinner and tea. Yeah, that's what we say in Manchester as well. Yeah, so I always used to say anyway. Breakfast, dinner, tea. So there you go, Jow. So dinner is basically swap. Dinner is what you would call lunch. And tea is what you'd call dinner, basically. So quite confusing, really. But we'd understand what you meant, generally. So there we go. It's just that we'd probably say breakfast, dinner, tea, yeah. I didn't realise it was, because Bristol's a bit further south, I didn't realise that they still said tea and dinner as well, for those reasons. Yeah, that's interesting, that's good. So even I didn't know that, Joe, that QP, well, in Bristol they used it as well. Yeah, I quite like these crisps, I think they're pretty good. I think these are actually pretty nice. I'll say a relatively plain flavour, but better than just your typical plain ones, like ready salted and things like that, and paprika and maybe peppery type ones. They just got a bit more interesting, just I'll say that sweetness to them. I wouldn't say they particularly taste vegetable-like, though. But maybe the sweetness, you could argue, is slightly vegetable-y, sort of, as in that it's not a sugar sweetness to it. Interesting. I like these. I like these. They're very nice. I wouldn't say they're going to blow your socks off though, but they are nice. Yeah. Oh, well, don't worry if you. It's one of those, Joe. It's quite nuanced. I mean, because if you said the words dinner and things, you know, to myself or QP, we'd probably assume you meant sort of tea, if you know what I mean. So, so you know, it might just get confusing if you try to say tea and then, you know, don't get the context right, and then you know. So I would not worry about that. But you know, if you hear us say it and we say eat our tea, you probably know what we mean now. Yeah, I think these are pretty good actually. These ones, I think they're just you know, they're not overly exciting, but they're nice. They tick a box, and I think they're just a good standard flavour. They don't really taste like vegetables. They just have a bit of a sweet taste to them, so they're not, you know, it's an interesting flavour. Interesting flavour, really is. I think for me, these ones, as I say, just quite, quite plain, but just have a bit of something else to them that gives them just a little bit of pep, I guess you'd say. So, I mean, 3.5 or 4. I'm going to push the bar and say a 4 out of 5 for these ones. I think these are pretty interesting actually. I would say they don't really taste very tomatoey or oniony, but you know, that's the only disappointment. That's the only thing that might have made me give them a 3.5 out of 5. But they're pretty nice. Yeah, they're quite got a bit of a sweetness to them, in a vegetable sort of sweetness. Hi there, David. Yes, great to see you, David. Glad you could make it. Yeah, you just caught the end, actually. This is literally the last one. Typical, really, but Happy New Year to you, David. It's great to see you. Glad you could make it. Oh, typical, it's the last one, but better late than never. That's what they say. Even though I use American version, breakfast, lunch, and dinner and supper. Jen and Rick, please correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. I think it all sounds good to me though. That supper would work as well in the UK, I think. And we'd still know. Say in places like London, they say lunch and dinner in the same way that you do, Joe, as well. So it's not a UK wide thing. So you're not wrong to do it. You know, so it's just confusing basically. Just typical British stuff. Oh, don't worry, David. Well, you know, it's good that you could make it, David. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, so typical that you missed the most. We could always watch on catch up, of course, but at least I got to see you and say hello to you and wish you a good New Year as well. Yeah, well, there we go, guys. And that brings us to the end. We had a good one there. There's some good Portuguese stuffs there. Quite enjoyed this one. They're quite different and distinct. Some were really nice. That original bar was gorgeous. That very first one. Very happy with that one. Yeah, really nice. Let's see. It's 9 o'clock in yes. I can't pronounce that. It's yes. It's about to be 2023, so you're about 4 hours ahead. 5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours ahead. 3.5 hours ahead, I think. Yeah, interesting that, yes. Oh, well, I wish you all the best, David, for the new year, yeah. Good to see you as well. Glad you could make it. Oh, just use breakfast, lunch and dinner to be safe. I think that's the gist of it, Joe. I wouldn't worry about it. I just know you like to sort of know the nuances. That's why I mentioned it to you, because I know it's of interest to you, because you're trying to learn the language in the way it's spoken naturally. Yeah, there we go, yes. Yes, it's breakfast, lunch and dinner here. Yeah, there you go, you see. I think Jen's further south, so yes. Catching us. Well, yeah, thanks for staying up, Rick. I know it's late where you are, probably 2:30 or something. Yeah, so great to see you, Rick. And yeah, glad you had a good New Year as well. I hope everyone else has a great New Year also. Yeah, all have a good one. Yeah, Jen, David, QP, Scotty's obviously still about, Joe, of course. Anyone else who's watching? Was anyone else I missed? I think I might have missed a couple of people, but I think they've disappeared. Scarlett as well, I think, from before. Terry is as well. Anyone else, of course? I do apologise if I missed anyone. All have a good one. Yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Have a great one, everyone. Enjoy it or enjoy not enjoying it, if that makes sense. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Jen. Happy New Year to you as well. Have a great one, everyone. A great 2023. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm going to do the December update after this. I'll post that tonight. I'm going to do that now and update it. So it should be uploaded for probably about an hour's time or something. So I'll do that. Yeah, so that'll be my last video for the year, I think. Yeah, so there we go. I'll take care, David. Great to see you, David. Enjoy the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Have an amazing 2023, everyone, as Jao says. Yes. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Apologies if I missed your message. There's about a 6-second delay or something, so I'm not ignoring you. I didn't mean to ignore you. It's just there's sometimes a bit of time to get the message. I might have already gone by the time you sent it, basically. But have a great new year. Thanks for all your support in 2022, 2021, and all the other years as well, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great time, a great new year. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you in 2023. Bye for now. Bye for 2022. See ya.